Nope.
Hey!
All week long.
Order in these courts here now. Come on. It's time.
Everybody,
Mike.
get down. Yeah, I like it. I hope it stays like this. I don't need to see the judge and the public defenders.
It's true.
I like the shot.
They are just going through reading all the rules. So we'll come back to here. We got a case. We jump around a lot. I would imagine that today is going to be a good day of first appearances. I would think we got some fresh ones, not even in the orange.
Got all the Warmans here on the front. Creed, maybe you should give it all the rules for here.
I just did rules for us to shut up, not talk that much. Really, is about it.
We're not good at that at all, though.
I'm also enjoying the fact that Mikey's internet's going to be pure shit for the first two things, and his will be perfect during We Got to Chase, and then that's when mine goes to hell. So this is the kind of stuff that you get around here, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us with such great.
I know. I'm like,
just like, we do our best, Francis. We do our best, okay?
The least we can do is the least that we do.
Just Stephen O'Neill. Over to the double dirty, as we call it, kind of Creed framing a little bit, I think.
That gives us a chance to really drink in what's happening.
I can't even tell if that's actually Mikey.
Could we provide the defendant that protective order? Do you have the protective orders there?
It's good stuff, Chris.
And then the next court date, we want it to be on a Monday.
Yeah, mine was good. We had the parents over and we cooked indoors because, it's hot. So, like the best thing to do, for sure. We'll go back over here and listen to the instructions.
Did you cook with the Johnsonville grill?
I didn't. I was going to. I didn't even get it out. You know why? I like to do them carnival style. Throw down the peppers and onions into the flat and just let them go. Set the sausage on top of there and just let them go. And it gets that carnival taste,
carnival style,
and not fancy cruise ship food. I told you about that one video. She's just giving instructions. And Mikey's internet so bad we can't even watch that one over there for the moment. So I wanted to. There was a video that Emily and I were watching, and this guy's at Disney, staying at Disney World, big white buildings. Which resort is that? The very expensive.
You're talking about the one with the
kid got killed by a gator. Anyways, it's very expensive.
The Grand Floridian.
Thank you. And he orders his $64 breakfast, which was steak and eggs and a $14 orange juice. And he mentioned 3 or 4 times while they went out to a fancy dinner that it's not as fancy food as you get on the cruise ship, but it's pretty good. And I always thought that cruise ship food's kind of shitty.
That's what people tell you. That's what they tell you.
Really funny hearing him say that. We laughed. Carol, enjoy your lurking.
We appreciate the lurkers too.
Lurkers. We'll say hi to Marcia during the chase. But Marcia, if you're here,
we got your email.
We did. Yeah. Thank you, Vincent.
Everybody's checking in. No one's arrested over the holiday.
We have a bubble rule now.
The bubble is the bubble is the bubble.
That's right. No tables for me. Boy, that Friday night, I think it was. Holy crap. They had every single table full. I normally don't see that because I don't play on weekends. typically at a casino. I like to be there with all the old bats overnight when you got the whole place to yourself. They got together beforehand.
They're actually a musical group.
Rago Monkey, great to see you, bud.
Monkey.
Alan.
All right.
Thank you, Ed. I guess we're not doing anything here yet. We're just gonna sit here and.
Oh, you can jump to mine and see if it looks like total dog shit.
Hey, over to 3B with Judge Middleton.
Real quick, hello to Stephen R, who's having a bad day on Facebook.
Oh, Stephen R, we're having a bad day. Angry face too. Oh no, they're moving. Okay,
We are in hurry up and wait mode. We're ready to start one of our several preliminary examinations. And the prosecutor and defense are engaged in some last minute discussions.
Engaged in what?
Melissa and John, I wonder if it might be worthwhile. I was waiting to see if David was here.
Middleton seems very sad acting today.
Hungover, some would say.
Josh, is Dave here?
Yes.
He even
Dave's
looks
not here.
He even looks
John
slow.
and, Melissa have each got cases.
Yes.
I don't know if it'd be worth them to
By the way,
just
nothing-
last minute touch base with Dave.
Nothing up there.
Yeah, they have a
But-
client in
but
common.
this.
Is it Robert Morris?
Looking
Rachel.
good.
They, do you have any?
And Mr. Culbertson is here. And
Thank you for your help.
I
We're
was gonna ask about.
slow today, just like Judge Middleton at 3B.
I think he's here.
why don't you guys go
Talk to
touch
them.
base with him while we're working on this? And then we'll see if there's any change in circumstance.
Oh, man.
All right, so let's go on the record, Laura. Let's turn things on.
Let's go on the record. Let's get things moving.
This is file 221076.
We'll see what's happening here at 3B, but
We've met.
we get some
You're here
candidates
today
over
with
there.
your lawyer, Mr. Luke Knopfinger. The allegation in this case is that on or about May 27th.
Just now,
you did
okay.
Assault with intent to do
I'm on
great
it.
bodily harm, less
I hear me.
than murder by strangulation. 2
Ooh.
counts.
Ooh,
Assault with intent to do great bodily harm is a felony. It's punishable by up to 10 years in prison.
See, good to
The
see you.
complaining witness is Jody Wood. They're alleging also that you are a third habitual offender, making the maximum punishment for this 20 years. Chief Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Josh Robert is here on behalf of the state. Officer Keith Hopkins is here from Sturgis. And you're here with your lawyer, Mr. Luke Knopfinger.
Thank you for the email. It'll come in handy
Luke, I'll
tomorrow.
defer to you first. What are we gonna do?
it
here?
hurts.
Oh, and I guess I would defer to the prosecutor. There were some,
All right, Josh, what's our status here?
he approached with an offer of his client pleading to an aggravated assault and battery, which would be acceptable.
And my client would ask for a COPS evaluation.
Oh, Viking, that was a great. My
I'm
God,
not
that was good.
prepared to do that without hearing from Jody Wood. According to the affidavit of probable cause, she was unconscious and she had a broken nose and some other things.
Oh, they're
And was
completing
taken to
that down.
Sturgis Hospital.
Hmm.
So I'm unwilling to negotiate any sort of sentence. 'Cause I
No
don't
negotiation.
know what exactly I'm.
Hey,
Ms.
Dave.
Latowski, let's talk about this. You're charged with 2 counts of assault with intent to do great bodily harm. Those are serious charges. They're punishable by up to 10 years in prison as a habitual offender. Makes it a 20-year maximum.
Ooh,
They've agreed to accept a plea to a misdemeanor charge of aggravated assault.
on your third.
That's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000.
You gotta give her the max, right? A year.
Aggravated assault is an assault and battery with an aggravated or serious injury, including things like stitches or broken bone, concussion, or something that required
Bud.
hospitalization. Apparently, this young woman was taken to the hospital. Maximum punishment for that is a year in jail, not 20 years in prison. You've been in jail now, I think, for 19 days. I don't know what my
We'll
sentence.
come right back to 3B. I want you to see Robert, and I want you to see Drew's got a freaking mustache, you guys. A mustache.
We said he was trying to grow one last.
He is.
Aggravated assault.
He's getting it in there.
He is. We'll be
All right.
back.
Let me ask you a few things. Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or a jury? It will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be
do,
represented
do,
by
do.
an attorney. Mr. Knopflinger's been here.
Do you know why I'm
right
not
from
loving
the
it?
Start, and he would be with you all
My
the way
wife
to the
got
end.
Coca-Cola
You could
Classic
also hire an
for some
attorney
reason.
of your own choosing if you did wish to.
Dr.
If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for
Why
or
did I
against
marry
you
her?
subpoenaed to come to
She doesn't
court,
even
so
know
they could
you.
be questioned under oath.
It's the
You would
best
have a right
Dr.
to take the
Pepper in
witness
the
stand
world.
yourself and testify. But you don't have to, because you have a right not to testify, and if you did not wish to testify, the
Yes.
judge or jury could
Proud
not
of our boy.
hold your silence against you. And
He's
you
a
have the right to
man.
be presumed innocent until they are able to prove otherwise. You understand?
Third offense, by the way.
All right. Who was Jody Wood? A friend of yours?
Dewey would.
Not really, but we hang out at the same house.
All right. And where was this house?
Hang out.
25039 West York 12 lot. I mean,
Whoa,
it's
Lynn.
23188 Congress,
Well,
Chicago Road.
Whose house was it?
My daughter's dad's.
What's his name?
what?
Caldwell.
My daughter's dad's.
Dad.
Did you and Miss Wood get into a disagreement or argument?
It has a lot number. You know, she's
Yes.
cute.
Tell me
yeah.
what happened.
We
Well,
hung out
I
at the same
was in
house.
bathroom when the owner of the house had left. And
Glenn?
when I got out of the bathroom, I left my phone on the bed. I had went to go get it, retrieve it, and she had the door locked. I knocked on the door and said, "Can I get my phone?" She goes, "I'm busy." Well, I said, "Well, I want my phone. It's on the bed."
Good
I
point,
went in. She said, "Whatever," and unlocked the door and went and sat back on the couch. And when I went to go get it off the bed and it wasn't there. I said, "Where's it at?" She goes, "It's wherever you put it." I said, "So wherever I put it, it'd be on the bed." And she goes, "Well, I don't know where you put it." I was like, "Come on, give me my effing phone." And she
Put
said,
some
"It's clear
sass
the bed
on it.
lamp." And I said, "Well, that's not where I put it." She goes, "Yeah, well, I want to clear the bed off because I want to put my stuff on it," which the bed was still cleared off. There was nothing on it. And she
Sounds like
started
you might
making
want to get a
comments
dresser
just
drawers
because,
or maybe a table
to
or
the point
something.
where she kept like poking the bear with a stick for 2 weeks, and then this just led up to it.
Poking
And
the
then she had
bear?
made a comment to me
That's what Stoney was
before I
doing.
even grabbed my phone. She had made a comment to me
Money.
saying that she's glad my kids, because it's really touchy. She said, "I'm glad your kids got taken from you. You don't deserve them." And that's when I just blacked out and I snapped. And then,
You had a protective services case. and it was
That's a
very
bear.
yeah,
I
and
like
she
it.
knows it. And I snapped and I blacked out. And then when I came to like realization what was going on, she was telling me, wait till I get off you. I'm gonna end your shit, end your stuff. And so I was yelling because nobody
Her
was in
shit
there, so I
and
was
her
yelling
stuff,
out the
Creed.
window, but just right there,
Both.
that's when I was holding her down. Because if I knew if she was gonna go comply with what she had said, I would end up hurting her worse than I already did. And I felt like I seen her and I instantly felt guilty. Like,
So when you came from your blackout, you realized that you had
yeah,
injured her?
and I wasn't allowed out there. And well, I was yelling for 2 people to come
Blackout, that's a
inside, and when
strong
they,
defense,
they
right?
finally came inside, I
Yeah,
got
blackout
off
is
and
a
grabbed my phone and I had left. And I had asked every time that I knew someone went out there, I'd ask how she's doing because I instantly regretted what I had done.
From generic soda to
And,
dangerous kink. You guys
I
cover
ended
it
up getting
all.
text messages from them saying that
That
wait
pretty
till
much
they
sums it
see
up.
me, then they're gonna end me completely and give me a ASS beating like I should have and do need.
ASSB.
And that no one will find me after they get a hold of me.
All right. Well, the affidavit says she was hit in the face several times. One attempted to strangle her on 2 occasions, possibly.
I think there's a knock
3.
story about that.
She did lose
There is.
consciousness where she lost control of her bowels. Found it very difficult
What?
to breathe. When she woke up, everyone was gone.
It was a loss
She
of
went to the
control of
emergency
bowels,
room.
correct?
She
So
shit
started
herself.
Walking, and somebody picked her up.
That's,
And
Literally
so
beat the
she
shit
said
out of the
very
girl.
emergent, so
Your Honor, we can provide you with some pictures that we have printed out in anticipation of the prelim for you to
She
see.
had bruising and swelling of her face and head, as well as a broken nose.
like, she was awake and she did not take off walking. She had gotten a ride to the hospital. And it also states that she was helping me move
Yes.
and I kicked her and it approximately happened at midnight, which is also not true.
At what time did it happen?
If I had my phone, I'd be able to tell you. It was during the day though. It was like early afternoon. And it wasn't on the 27th either. It was either, I want to say the 25th or the 26th. But the reason why the officer was not able to wake her up is because it's the first time she actually got some sleep in quite some time because she was under the influence of drugs.
Oh, it was a meth crash.
Yeah.
Meth crash. Yep.
So you're saying it happened.
I
2
didn't knock
days
her out. She was
before
really
this
tired.
lady actually went to the hospital.
Correct. And like I said, there was other people there when
Found
they
a
came
Terminator,
in
we'll
to
check her
bring
out.
relief, and she was still up and everything. Well, fine. Well, not fine,
Is she
but
here, Josh?
No, she was served, she's not here.
All right. Well, Lana, there's a lot more of the story than meets the eye. But the lady did get beaten pretty bad.
yes, which I do apologize. I asked if I can apologize, like before I found out that I had the warrant, I had asked if I can apologize and they was like, no, because if you come here, then you won't be leaving at all. And then I said, I messaged saying that I will like you to let her know that I am very sorry for doing that.
Sounds like they had quite a party over there. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
And T says, love your bad internet, Mikey. You look great.
No. Josh, would you keep them? The problem is where to put the sentence.
Your Honor, is it okay if the officer takes off?
Right.
Yes,
Yeah. What do you
thank you.
apologize? I mean, I don't
So, yeah, do you right now?
know how you do.
I'd go back into the care a little bit.
All right, good luck.
I
Thank
do
you.
feel bad about it.
What are we gonna do here?
He's got to give her some time, right?
I didn't hear him. I guess, yeah. So a maximum of
A
a year
on the 2 charges, so she could get.
on the drop down charge, basically.
Because it could have been 20 years.
Welcome back, Gary.
You missed nothing.
We love us the Herman. Love old Herm. But now I'm invested in this one. I want to see where we go with this.
Yeah.
Are you available on Tuesday, July 19th at 9 a.m.?
We're not going to give her a
I
sentence.
have an in-person sentencing.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right. So they're gonna be sentenced. All right. So we're not gonna
That
see
shouldn't take too long.
I'll set it for the same.
anything happen here today.
And I'm going to leave.
Yeah, do a little restart, start.
I'm going to
Start-
restart everything.
Start it.
with his father, but it's
I'll be
set
back.
to return on the 14th.
Night.
of
Have a
this
great
month.
time. We're gonna crank it
She
up
has a
over here with felony
28-year-old
first
daughter
appearances, ladies and
who,
gentlemen.
has Down syndrome, who is currently with her grandparents. And she's going to go, or is supposed to go get them within the next few days. Miss Dixon has been working at Oshkosh doing contract work. She's
Bagash.
been pricing items, and she's been doing that since May.
No,
Prior
Kristen.
to then, she was working at Anthony's Internationals over in Conyers, where she worked as a fabrication operator. And she was doing that for a little over a year. And she was really excited to tell me that she has a job interview coming up on Thursday.
Hello, Mayor.
For a supervisor position at Walmart's warehouse. In addition to the work that she does when she has free time, she's often watching some of the children in her neighborhood to help out their parents when they have to work and things like that. She received her GED back in 1999. I'd like to bring to the
I know she looks like a
attention
cardboard
her
cutout.
last charges from over 10 years ago. I spoke with Ms. Dixon, and she maintains that she was only a bystander in this situation, and given her, ties to the community and her financial strain right now, maintaining her children, she can only afford up to a $2,000 bond in this case. So we're going to request a $2,000 bond for Ms. Dixon. Thank you.
Okay, I'll hear from the state. Thank you.
Your Honor, the defendant, we acknowledge that her criminal cycles date back to 1995, but more recently, 2007 forgery felony charge. She has a 2012 failure to appear in a 2013 DUI. We're not sure of the disposition of that.
She been a busy girl.
And so the state does have concern regarding the seriousness of the pending charge. And so in that light, the state is recommending bond in the amount of $10,000 with the condition of no contact with the victim. I'm not sure if this was an apartment complex, and if it is, we're asking at minimum that she stay a minimum of 500 feet away from the victim. I don't know if you want me to read his name into the record, or if you just want me just to say.
No, that's fine. Madam Public Defender, do you know if your client lives in the same community as the alleged victim in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, she does.
Anybody in the chat ever walk around saying,
Do you know
I
if they
have
live on
really
the same
strong
floor,
ties to this
same
community?
building?
Your Honor, I'm not sure about that.
Because everybody that stands at that podium does.
So I will do a no contact provision, but I will put the caveat that she is to at all times remain at least 100 yards away from the victim, except for whenever she is entering and exiting her own apartment.
It's like she's never looked at herself on this thing.
I will set the bond based on the nature of the charges at $10,000. So again, it'll be a $10,000 bond.
Hello, Bigfoot.
And it will be with the condition that there is no contact with the alleged victim, except with the exception that she can go back and forth to her home as long as she stays away from him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, give me one moment to enter this in the
How's that
system.
$2,000 that she can afford? Oh, 10K.
Thank you.
Lives in the same place. Got to stay 500 feet away, or 100 yards. Excuse me. Mikey just went out shopping at Walmart to grab one of those new AOL dial-up discs. See if that helps a little bit or not.
You've got mail.
Hello, Brenda. Well, good luck with your knee surgery. I'm sure that's going to be a hoot. Thinking about you. And is it just me, or does Amise, when she was talking, almost sound like she's crying, like choked up through the whole thing? Yes, that counts. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna sit here and type now. Oh, those were the rare ones. Netscape. We've been dealing with so much internet stuff. We've narrowed down the Creed frame issue through exhaustive research, as you guys know. And then today, for his internet to act up,
Okay, my signature should now be on the special. Actually, I forgot to click the regular box. Now my signature is on the special conditions.
I'm wondering if Mikey will show us the fist
so that should take
holes
care
that
of
he's
this case
punching into
unless
the
there's anything
sheetrock right
further
now
from defense.
in his studio.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
You ever tried
The
Earthling?
next person that we'll do is, let's see, get a woman out of there, Kimberly Joseph. Miss Joseph, you can come up to the podium.
Welcome, Miss
Miss
Joseph.
Joseph, your attorney has indicated that she or he has already had a chance to review the warrants with you before court began today. Therefore, they waive a formal reading of the particulars of your warrant into the record. You're here on 22-054544 for one count of theft by receiving stolen property. I'm now going to listen to what your attorney wants me to consider before I set a bond. Counsel, you can proceed.
Texas
Thank you,
Mama
Your
Bear,
Honor.
thanks for
Ms.
checking
Joseph
in.
is
Awesome.
only 20 years old. She is originally from New York City. She currently lives in New Jersey. She's only been here
So
for about
no.
4 days.
Counsel, let me stop you just for 1
4
second.
days, you wouldn't believe
I
that
wasn't
ties
able
the
to
community
review
already.
the consents
Insane.
beforehand. Attorney Pretty, were you considering an unsecured judicial release on this one?
Yes, Your Honor, this was a consent bond for UJR.
And she has no record. Is that what you had as well?
That is what I'm seeing, Your Honor.
So we don't even
thank
have
you.
to
So
go.
counsel, I don't need to hear from you on that one.
Nice.
Mrs. Joseph, based on the fact that your
Sir.
attorney has already negotiated consent with the prosecutor based on the fact that you have no history whatsoever, this is not a violent crime. I will go ahead and grant that consent, UJR.
Look at that. You don't
will
see that
need
every
to
day.
Sign, or not sign, you'll need to make sure that we have your correct mailing address on file. If for some reason we do not have your correct mailing address and you don't show up for court, then you're going to get rearrested. I am going to have you sign what we call a waiver. Basically, you are not entitled by law to a preliminary hearing since I'm not going to do any special conditions of your bond. So
Miss
you're
Joseph
just
won.
signing the signature pad indicating that
Won
you
the game.
understand that you are not entitled to have a probable cause hearing due to those facts. And once you sign that, that will
Court,
take care of your case.
we'll be
Thank
back
you, ma'am, and have a
405.
good
Rich.
day.
2 for Tuesday.
Okay, Madam Clerk, I'll let you know once I sign the special conditions on that one. I'm still pulling it up.
Brenda, I like that
The
racetrack,
next
but
woman
man, that was
that
kind
I
of
had was Natalie Peart. Is that a woman?
long race.
Okay, perfect. So
Good
thank
for
you,
Reddick.
counsel. So Ms. Peart, you're here on case 22-044022, one count of terroristic threats, death threat. Your attorney has indicated that he has already had a chance to review the warrants with you before court began today. Therefore,
She's
he
a
is
single
waiving the formal
mother,
reading of the
Drew.
particular of the warrants into the record. So counsel, I'll listen to you now to hear what you would like me to consider before I set bond on this particular case.
Thank you, Judge. So Ms. Pert has been in Georgia for the last 4 years. She lives with her, she describes him as her spouse. They've been together for 10 years. They're not legally married, but I spoke
Nice
to them
lad.
this morning myself. They're essentially married. They've been together for a decade. And like I said,
Come on, do it a pack of
contact
smokes,
with her
please,
so I
Rich.
can confirm that she does have a very strong support system here in Georgia, consisting of him, as well as her other family, her godmother, her aunt. She's got plenty of ties here, Judge. She is highly educated. She received her bachelor's degree from Troy University. She studied psychology.
Yeah, on a
business,
4-mile road
business
course, that can take a
administration,
while.
And she actually went on to get her master's from Troy University last year in clinical mental health counseling. And she has been working as a clinical mental health supervisor for the last, she's been in the field for the last 10 years or so, but she just got her master's. So she has experience in the area of mental health counseling.
Trial by error,
And,
Ed.
Your Honor, I will be
It's
a
his
little
first
bit
one.
candid with you, just to the extent it's relevant to bond. Ms. Pert does acknowledge that she herself does have some mental health issues that she has been very responsible towards dealing with. She's been proactive. Your Honor, she's a veteran. That's also of note. She served 8 years in the Marines and has a Purple Heart from Iraq in 2009. Once
Wow.
I spoke with her
Drew's bringing it.
boyfriend, he confirms as much. But she was actually getting help through the VA. She has psychologists. She knows them by name. She has medication. And it is stemming from PTSD she has from war. She is a war hero. And
Wow.
Not to get into too much.
Drew is really, I mean, this is.
This was perhaps a mental health episode of sorts, compounded with some other personal stressors. But the good news is these are things that we can address. These are things that she has been addressing. And if there's some sort of mental health,
I know.
I don't think an evaluation is really warranted in this situation as far as a bond condition. She's had her mental health evaluation, but perhaps a condition to comply with mental health services, report to pretrial services, and however they deem going forward, whatever it takes to be in compliance, she'll be happy to do, Judge.
Come on.
So I was speaking with her friends and family this morning. They really are going to be struggling to post any bond, even if the state is recommending a fairly low bond. It's going to be tough for her. So I have no choice but to ask for an unsecured judicial release in any conditions.
Pretty's going to sound real bad right now if she comes out swinging. I mean,
again,
after what we just
we
heard.
do have a veteran here, a lot of ties, and you know, some issues that maybe need
Purple
to be
heart.
addressed
Say it
that have
again,
been
Drew. Come on.
So I'd be asking for a UJR, Judge.
Drop the purple heart
it is
hammer
something she does
again.
Have a hold out of Cobb County, so that is something else she's going to have to address. So she's not immediately going to be released.
He's got to end it with the purple heart thing again. Drew.
Okay, thank you. I'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the state
Careful,
acknowledges
Pretty.
that the defendant has a limited criminal history. However, the defendant's criminal history is in multiple states, Alabama and Georgia. In Georgia, she has a 2018 DUI and fleeing in Cobb County, a 2022 simple battery, family violence out of Clayton County. In Alabama, she has a 2014 obstruction of police and failure to obey, a 2016 shoplifting, a 2019 harassment, and a 2018 shoplifting. As well, at the time of her arrest, there were 2 outstanding warrants, one out of Marietta and one out of Decatur. We certainly understand the defendant's situation and want to acknowledge what is going on with her mentally. And so the state is recommending a bond at this time in the amount of $3,000 with the conditions. We would be in agreement with the conditions that was stated by the public defender, that she comply with all mental health services and medication that has been prescribed to her.
We need a nurse.
Real quick, like a nurse.
It doesn't seem like there was anything that you said was a conviction on the list that you had.
The simple battery, family violence out of Clayton County.
I've only could win the internet.
That's not a conviction. I thought that was
No.
I think it is an open case. I think you're correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a little lengthy.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, since she does not have anything that is conviction for anything violent, and I'm technically not going to consider the open charges, that she would be presumed innocent as far as it relates to those. I will set a bond. I don't feel comfortable setting a bond quite as low as $3,000. I will do a $10,000 bond. I'm going to do a special condition of bond that she submit.
Drew, you did good.
Mental health evaluation.
He tried.
Follow through with any treatment.
Look at him.
That
Listen, it might be an L. It might be an L
once
for
she
you,
goes
but
through
that was a win in my book.
But I will require that.
That mustache really made him feel like a man.
Yeah.
Give me one
Someone
moment
said
to
those
write
are new
that into the
glasses. They
bond.
might be.
I think you're right.
People need to do that within within 6 weeks of being released.
It sounded good though. Usually Niners got nothing, just nothing. I just grasping at straws on every little thing. This one he really had. Look at his face. Do you see his face? That was a man that just got deflated.
It was a solid try. Solid for sure.
It really was. I am so sorry, guys.
I just got through the recovery program. I did 6 months there, and then I stayed another 4 months. I had a total of 11 months to pay. Happened.
Okay.
Is that Niner?
With
his new glasses?
Got a good job and everything. Like, I'm just gonna take it as a lesson learned, a reminder to not let myself go back down the wrong road. Yeah. Because lately I kind of needed a message like that. So, thank you.
Thank you. Not typical judge.
I feel bad for Niner. I really do on that one.
He did good.
I'm pretty happy if I can go see my son today.
No, I bet you would.
Poor Niner. You just can't catch a break, man. No comment.
We're using meth.
What's that?
Methamphetamine? Or
Oh,
what was going on?
meth is a drug. You do.
What, when I passed out on the road?
When I passed out, you mean? Oh,
I was smoking weed.
Right.
I was driving home and I kept dozing off while driving it. I actually went off the road one time.
It hits hard, Creed.
I parked my vehicle so I could get some rest, and I wake up in the cops.
Okay. I will impose a $375 fine, court costs, 30 days in jail. I'll suspend 26 days. I'll give you the 1 day credit. I'll suspend your license for a year beginning yesterday. I'll place you on probation for a year. You need to complete a 3-day driver intervention program. You'll receive 3 days jail credit for that.
We're going to try to get
Any
advertising on the
alcohol
front
or
of
illegal
that.
drugs. You'll
It really
submit
needs to be.
alcohol and drug assessment and follow through with any recommended treatment and abide by any terms set by the probation department. You understand that?
All right. Am I going home today?
You'll get released today. You need to come over here to the city building, to the basement, to the probation department to check in. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I like how the judge says,
Any questions about that?
were you on meth?
No, sir.
All right.
And he's like,
No.
huh?
As soon as you get out, come over.
What the hell's
here,
that?
okay?
Never heard of it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Are you stable for a moment? You all right?
I hope so.
Maybe. If not, it's court alone for a second. I'll be
22
BRB. You need to bring this down a little bit, or are we all right?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Mr.
Empty
Edwards,
podium.
reported anything you say can be used against you in the future. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, you can make an application for a court-appointed attorney. I have a complaint here charging you with criminal trespass. Did you receive a copy of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need me to read that to you today?
No.
Okay. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail and a $250 fine. You have any questions about that charge?
Nope.
How would you like to plead?
No contest.
Okay.
Oh, well.
You
At least
understand
he's
that
being
the,
honest. I like
the
that.
complaint and the police report are sufficient to convict you of that charge. I'd find you guilty today.
Yeah.
Okay.
How dare you?
You'll stand by pleading no contest. You're waiving your right to an attorney.
Yeah.
You understand you're waiving your right to a trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
He seems just willing to admit to anything. We should ask him about anything that we need unsolved crimes, perhaps.
Complaint states that you were trespassed from the property on 7/3 and then you returned on 7/4. You agree with that?
No contest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a note from his mom.
I'll find you guilty of trespass. Do you want to say anything before I sentence you?
He had
today?
to look up his lines.
I was confused up until now.
Okay. What were you confused about?
Everything.
Okay.
Good to see you, Danger.
Well, it looks like you're not supposed to be at 4656 Lobdell Road.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Where do you live?
Before my internet's completely out, make sure you like this video.
425 Mount Vernon Road,
Vernon Road,
apartment
okay.
2.
All right.
That's where my grandma lives.
Donna's your grandma?
Go see your grandma
Yeah.
later.
No. Bessie's my grandma.
Oh, okay. Who's Donna?
That's who I used to work for.
Okay.
I still work for her, but I'm trying to figure it out.
Are you dating the guy or working for him? Doing some math. Fry Hill sausage. Some of the best sausage out there. Make sure you get yours today. Oh, thinking for look at him putting on his mask and everything. Good for him.
Been using any drugs or anything?
Nope.
Okay. You been seeing a doctor for anything?
Yep.
Okay, where's that?
Hepatitis.
I went to the hospital and got checked out.
When they picked you up or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went for my yearly once they
Okay.
arrested me.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Hello. What's there? Oh, now we're showing off our tats. Flashing the tats.
You said you were working for Miss Baker?
I still am.
Okay, what were you doing?
Working on horse farm.
Horse farm? Okay.
An inseminator. Everything come back clear? Good. Yes, that was the phone. Good call, Creedence. If he reached down and grabbed that shoe, it would have been something else. Oh, he was showing the guy who's religious. He's like, look at me, I'm a man of God.
Okay, I'll impose court costs and 3 days in jail. You understand that?
3 days?
Yep. Thank you.
3.
That's all.
3 days?
Yep, 3 days.
Well, as long as you have it, I'll let it slide. I don't think he was happy with that 3 days.
1006, State of Ohio versus Tiffany McAllister.
I think Carol's coming to the
Today's hearing is being recorded. Anything you say can be used against you in the future. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, you can make an application for a court-appointed attorney. I have 2 complaints here charging you with domestic violence and assault. Did you receive a copy of those complaints?
You are.
Did you receive a copy of those complaints?
Nice tats.
Can you hear me?
Well,
Yes, I'm sorry.
Did you receive a copy of those complaints?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you need me to read those to you today?
Yes.
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I did.
The maximum
Read
penalty
them.
for those offenses is 180 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. You have any question about those charges?
No, Your Honor.
I think
just
she's
wanna plead
innocent.
not guilty.
Okay.
Good call.
Maybe add one thing.
you sure about that, Gary?
So I do have 3 children. I am a functioning adult and I have 2 jobs.
Okay.
A functioning adult. Wow. Good.
My children do need me, and I am very sure that this is.
A message.
Yeah, I'm not guilty.
Great defense.
While this is pending?
Yes, my mother said that I could stay with her at her house.
Okay. All right.
I
What you need to do.
I was wondering if her children were the functioning adult and the 2 dogs or whatever she said.
You gonna say anything before I say anything else?
2 jobs, Creed. 2 jobs.
Honestly, Your Honor, if you could just, I have not been in trouble really. I've been trying to stay out of trouble, and
Well, which is it?
I don't
Can't be both.
If you could just release me on my own recognizance, I promise you that you will not see me again. I will not be in trouble.
I'll never come back to court.
Literally stay out of trouble.
You wouldn't
Last time I was in
find me.
trouble, like this was I believe I was 19 or 20. But I will stay at my mom's. I just don't have any money right this moment to be able to bond out. But
Got all that tattoo.
I will make sure that I pay all my. Well, yes, I am. But I just
Where?
He has. I am.
Where?
I'm working for DoorDash and Instacart.
Okay.
So you're a gig worker.
Do you have a driver's license then?
Yes, sir.
I hope so. She works for DoorDash and Instacart too.
I've been in here all weekend too, and I have 3 children that rely on me, and they're really. I know that they're horrified. And I'm sick. I'm sick as a dog right now. Like I literally I haven't had any. I actually have a doctor's appointment tomorrow too that I'm not supposed to miss.
She's dope sick as a dog, Creed.
Yeah. That'd be my guess, but who am I to judge, Chloe?
Where are your children?
At the
They're at
house.
my mother's house right now.
Hell if I know.
I've been here. Yeah, I gotta do both.
She has to go back to work tomorrow, so that's why I was hoping that I would be released on my own recognizance because she has to go to work tomorrow. And
Where does she live?
she lives on 5th Street.
Oh, thank you. The
Oh, in that
entire
case,
street?
you can go.
Huh. The entire street of 5th.
Nigel, I did too.
Oh, no, this is a
Still
woman.
could be. I mean,
She's got
Okay.
womanly lips.
Timothy's certain. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll release you on that condition today.
wow, she won.
Good for her.
Court appointed attorney, get that paperwork filed.
Good for her.
Next matter is 22 CRB 1005.
Probably whatever she did wasn't that bad. He's going to let her go anyway. She spent the whole weekend in jail. That'd be my guess, anyways.
Mr. Newcomb, I have a complaint here charging you with disorderly conduct. Did you receive a copy of that complaint?
I have.
Okay.
She's part of the
Make sure
plus
you're
after the
recorded.
Q.
Anything you say can be used against you in the future. You have a
Question
right to an
mark.
Attorney, if you cannot afford one, you can make an application for a court-appointed attorney. You have the right for me to read this complaint to you. Do you need me to read it to you today?
No.
Okay. Maximum penalty.
This
is
day and
30
age,
days
you're
in
right.
jail and a $250 fine. You have any questions about that charge?
DK, welcome.
No.
How would you like to plead today?
Guilty.
Not
The
guilty.
whisper.
Not guilty.
Yes, not guilty.
All right.
Not guilty. Is he trying to seduce the judge?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Sexy talk.
I am supposed to have an attorney. I'm not sure why I have not
Okay.
been
You've
contacted.
contacted an attorney already?
Yes.
Okay. You remember who that is? Or
Judge
My
Judy.
wife made the arrangement. I haven't been able to make call.
okay. All right. Well, have your attorney get in touch with the court as soon as
I don't
possible.
know. I have a barrister. He'll be here tomorrow.
What do you think Ohio State did?
You live on.
If I-
you live
if-
downtown here.
Did you see him in the
If
front
any
row?
bond would allow me to go home today, I'd be glad to do that.
Okay. You live downtown here.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to go, Your Honor.
I have a farm to take care of.
Your Honor. That last girl punched
You
me
know-
in the throat.
The name doesn't sound familiar to me.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I don't get out, I'll miss tonight's episode of Smoking Sky. Let me out.
I was thinking more of Wheel of Fortune, but we can go with that one. I haven't missed a day of Jeopardy in my life, Your Honor. My wife, she does really good at that. You sit around and watch Jeopardy too with your wife or
Small
husband?
talk. Small talk with the judge.
Any arrangements that can be made that would, where I would not have to spend another day here.
Okay.
As
I'm gonna release you. Okay.
I was assured you would be bribed.
With the court pretty quickly. Okay.
yes.
All right.
Letting everybody out today.
I've disturbed the peace too many times.
Where did JD Harmeyer just showed up in the front row?
I thought he had shorts on or no pants.
Out of nowhere. A very defined crotch shot.
Okay. Mr. Villiers, today's
JD.
being recorded. Anything you say can be used against you in the future. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, you can make an application for a court-appointed attorney. I have a complaint here charging you with criminal mischief. Did you receive a copy of that complaint?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maximum penalty for that offense is 60 days in jail and a $500 fine. You have any question about that charge?
No, sir. No, sir.
How would you like to plead today?
I'm not guilty, sir. Your Honor, it was actually an accident. The lady said that she thought that I took her phone and they were freaking out, and I had to leave at the moment because they were just freaking out. I came back later that day and I told them, I was like, look, I didn't take the phone, and we found it out in the yard, but they still proceeded with charges. So she got her phone back. I never took it.
Obviously, there's no way for me to take that phone and get it out in the yard.
Yeah. I would
So-
never have planned it there.
Obviously, I'm
466
completely innocent.
National Road Southwest.
Okay. Is this the neighbors?
No, it was actually the lady who lives with me.
Oh, okay. Because the address has a different number on it.
What's the address on it?
13644.
This
Yeah,
was someone that lives with him? Great.
Live with these
Great.
people?
Yes.
Okay. You have somewhere else you can stay?
You're going to have to.
Okay. Where would that be?
150 Harbinger Drive in Groveport, Ohio.
Go for it. Okay. Whose residence is National Road?
That's Debbie, a friend of mine.
That bitch got a Boost Mobile. You
with
think
her
I'm gonna go
for
touch that damn
about
thing?
6 months now.
Oh.
I'm gonna stay with Debbie, a friend of mine. She doesn't mind me stealing her phone.
No, surely that can't happen, Gary.
Are you on probation?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
Quick cuts, I love them.
I know the guys in the truck doing a good job today. They just woke up.
Quick cuts, I love it, love it, love it.
Cricket Mobile.
Got that Mint. You heard of it? Ryan Reynolds loves it.
And
Highly
Ryan Reynolds' mom also enjoyed it.
Okay, if you need a court-appointed attorney, get that paperwork filed over here at the courthouse when you get out, okay?
See,
Okay, am I getting released today?
Yes.
that'd be the problem with me. I would want to ask so many freaking questions to these people, like the ones that play it off like, oh yeah, I've been working. Well, when was the last time? Well, it's complicated. I don't know.
I mean,
I'd have to pry more.
You gotta be nosy sometimes. Oh, bringing up this young boy.
PTRD 2194, State of Ohio versus Matthew Emmers. Mr. Emmers looks like he failed to appear for a speeding trial. What happened there?
For a trial.
For speeding.
Okay. Do you want to have a trial on that ticket, or what would you like to do?
This is where I'm at with it. As I knew, I've been sick for about the last year with diverticulitis. I'm having a lot of stomach issues and stuff. I'm not able to hold a normal job like I was working in a warehouse for a long time. So I've been doing DoorDash.
Gig work.
Because I can make my schedule. If I don't feel good, I can
Diverticulitis.
And then so here I am with it is that if I get these points, then I won't have a job and I won't have nowhere to live.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Okay, how many points do you have?
I have
4.
I think I have 4 right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks like until no, maybe not.
Yes, he has the right to a speeding trial to not show up.
I know I have some about to fall off.
I think you have 2 that actually, I think all of you.
I got something about to fall off, Your Honor.
You should already have, so you might be up to 4 now if you plead to this. I can look you up real quick on the BMV.
How much?
I got through with them with 4.
Yeah.
Did I say $250 a year?
Gotta slow it down.
I know.
That's what it said. Yes. I mean, if that's halfway decent service for that much,
my God.
I should be able to see him.
I pay that after 2 months.
He got me. I mean, I could have swore that he put it over what I was actually going because it was a rainy night and I know I wasn't going as fast as he said it was.
well, I love a rainy night. Love a rainy night. Eddie Rabbit, ladies and gentlemen.
This
really
judge
is
is that.
It is a good microphone when you can hear him hit the keys.
Yeah. And this is by the way, this is one of the first times recently we've seen this. I think this is Judge George is his name.
I like this guy. I love licking just all around. There's so many great things about it. The podium, the amount of cast of characters, the phone ringing in the background, the old lady that I guess is off today, or she's over in. We're in licking 1 or 2. I can't.
Yeah, we're not in Stansberry's.
There's just so much greatness about this courtroom.
The old guy that sits in for him every once in a while.
Yeah, he was great. That guy.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I think he's a magistrate. I'd looked into some stuff, and I think he's a magistrate typically.
105 of you joining us. Thank you. We do this 5 days a week. Chases and cases 5 days a week. 1 o'clock East live Zoom court drama unfolding in front of our very eyes. We usually bounce around a lot, but whenever licking is on, that takes precedence.
You got to stick.
I'm sorry.
You got to stick it with the licking. Stick him with the licking.
And then we fill around that, I mean, we love us some Honorable Judge Marble, whatever the hell his name is.
Judge
Herman. Said 3B, but man, licking just brings it. Although today's been a little
I'm showing,
little
I'm
slow.
showing 0 points right now.
Stansberry was on
'Cause
earlier
your
today.
ticket was that's April of, or yeah, you pled guilty to it or was
All right,
convicted
so
in
you can
April
take
of
the
2020.
points. Then just plead
So
guilty
that
and get
came
out
off
of it.
in April.
Okay.
The seatbelt doesn't have points.
Huh?
Seatbelt tickets don't have points. You had a
Right,
seatbelt
but
ticket.
when I got my license, okay, so that one.
Hello,
that
Michelle.
fell off too because-
There's no points for a seatbelt.
Hey, hey.
Right. I was gonna say,
Pike.
when
Right beside
I got my license back like 3 years ago, I had to pay for Reynoldsburg was for a ticket, for a speeding ticket. And
The judge is telling you have no points.
Yeah, just
when did you do that?
shut up.
That was
And God bless. Go to hell.
when I got my license back.
So that was okay.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah,
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So they come off after 2 years.
Okay, so I had none on there.
You have none right now.
I like
I
how.
thought
Go ahead.
Well, I'll plead guilty.
I was just gonna say I like how Ohio State comes in and it's like he's sitting at his friend's dinner table, just slouched over, just hanging out, having a
Is
conversation.
that what you want to do today?
Yeah, that's fine. And I have a 3-year-old at home. And, I mean,
Ties to the community.
I'm really bad.
Okay. You understand that a
Functioning
guilty plea is a
adult.
complete admission of your guilt?
Yes.
You understand by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to a trial.
Yes.
Okay.
Finally, the smartest thing this man's ever done in his life.
We'll find you guilty.
I heard him say he had diverticulitis.
And
he'd been struggling with it. That's pretty tough stuff.
$34 in court costs. Okay. Need some time on that?
Yeah, 90 days if you can.
Okay. I can do that.
He thought it was like your credit report that stayed on for 7 years.
Slow down.
Slow down. Uh-oh, we done? We out.
Ooh.
Bro.
Oh, wait. See, here's okay. Yeah, I departed on May 10th, and I was dropped off, and I did not return. This
Rachel
one's
England.
a little faded. From May, I came back on May the 17th on the Delta flight.
Right, I can't see the dates, but I'll take your word for it. What, who had your car?
No one had my car. I'm not married. I live alone. That's what I'm saying. Like how I was dropped off at the airport by my mother in her own vehicle. So that's why when I got the ticket, when I came back, I'm like, where'd this come from? You know, no one has my vehicle. I have adult children. So, and they have their own vehicles. I'm not even quite sure where this came from.
Is this your car, this Jeep Cherokee?
Yes, yes. I that's my vehicle. And my vehicle was parked inside my garage.
It sounds
And
like a
only
mystery.
I have a key. That's why I was confused. Like, wait, are you sure?
You call Scooby-Doo,
my
please.
ticket?
Mine was getting back.
All right, let me see if I can see that ticket again.
Okay, here's the, let me see, where's the date? Okay, here's the departure down here from May 10th.
All right, well, I'll take your word. Okay, well, if you weren't there, then I will dismiss it.
Okay,
Wow.
awesome, great, thank you.
Welcome, just a minute.
I like the way Miss England coming in hot. Where did the mechanic go?
That was not permitted.
So she got a ticket while she was gone, and it was her car. She wasn't there.
I just want to show you real quick. Third, live court. And not only third, but fourth also.
Boy, the competition's hot and heavy.
Most of the days are all the way down to the bottom, just so you know.
Niche community of Zoom court watching folks that like to laugh at stuff. Oh, whoa. We
Okay,
getting
how
a four.
about,
Why does the judge look so good today? This ain't the same judge, right?
No, I don't think so.
But she's got the Weird Al hair.
Like
Water
Roxette said one time, she's got the look.
That's right.
Oh.
okay, let me just review this ticket.
I cracked myself up.
Aaron Johnson just in and out.
Oh, remember
Mr.
Aaron?
Pittman, have you reviewed the narrative of your ticket?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you were cited on April 4th for parking in the emergency on the shoulder of the road near the airport, the 15500 block of Airport Freeway. What would you like me to know?
Yes, Your Honor. I wasn't parked there. I had pulled over for a few seconds. My
Well,
right
then you were
turn
parked there.
signal wasn't working that I noticed when I was
Vlad
approaching the airport. And so I pulled over for just a few seconds. I activated my emergency blinkers. I wanted to check that sometimes I have an issue where the lamp kind of is loosened, and I just need to pop out and put it back in, and it works fine. And so I was going to do that, but it was difficult because of the oncoming traffic. It was very fast. So I decided to not do it there. It was too dangerous, and do it at the airport itself. So I had pulled in for a few seconds and pulled out. There's nothing in the officer statement that says that
family friendly, baby, family
he
friendly.
didn't contact me in any way. All it says is that he noticed me pulling out.
Right, but so the sign says emergency stopping only. So you are acknowledging that you were stopped there,
It was emergency.
right?
No, I stopped there, but not parked there.
Okay, but it doesn't say, it says no parking, no waiting, and it says emergency stopping only.
Yes.
So are you saying that you had an emergency? Is that what you're saying?
I shit my pants, Your Honor.
Okay, and tell me again, what was your emergency?
The right turn signal
loose
was,
valve.
and I know that because when I turn it on, it works at a different rate. So if it goes very fast, fluttering kind of, I know that it's not working.
Is that John Wayne Gacy up in the upper left?
What I need to do is basically
that's
put the lamp, the turn signal lamp. Sometimes it becomes loose a little bit, and I just need to tighten it. It takes a second. I was going to do that, but I couldn't get out of the vehicle because it was
traffic.
The oncoming traffic was very fast, so I decided not to do it there, and I pulled back into the traffic, and I was going to do it at a later time. So I was there for just a few seconds just to
Well,
check.
he takes his car serious.
Okay. All right. Do you understand though that unless
John
that
Wayne
you can't
Gacy with a
stop there at all.
spliff.
Oh yeah, I got smoke me if you got
It's
him.
not parking. It's
Unless
no
it's not,
stopping.
it's not a parking unless it's an
Is
emergency.
that a under?
Right,
Is that a beard
right.
just down here?
It's not. It's in addition to not parking.
I think that's called a
stop
net
there.
beard.
That is.
All right. Well, given the
is.
circumstances, and we don't want you driving without your turn signal working.
It's a disguise
I
that John Wayne Gacy likes to put on every once in a while.
am satisfied that this was an emergency situation. I will dismiss it.
Thank you, Ron.
She just said satisfied that it was an emergency situation because he thinks his turn signal was out.
Yeah. Wow. Nice get on his part.
Hey,
back to back.
All right. Man, very quick. While they're just, I just want to show you this. You know, it's bad when you're on Zoom court at your house with the fan in the background. This courtroom, all over.
It must not have very good circulation at all.
I mean, must be not. I've never seen
Mr. Johnson?
The old double ceiling fan trick.
He got his audio working. There you go. Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah.
Mikey into that.
Oh, John Wayne Gacy on the loose.
Yes.
Sorry,
yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you please stop?
And Mr. Plitman, you can log off now.
Thank you, Ron.
See you later, Poopman.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, have you had a chance to review the narrative?
Not necessarily.
Okay, would you like me to read it to you?
Sure, why not?
Okay, on March 25th, 2022, at approximately 21:20 hours, while conducting traffic control on Airport Freeway, I observed the listed vehicle parked on the west side of the.
That's them, not me.
It is too.
That's her. Look, he's fine.
Yeah, he's laughing. He's a good Creed fan.
Your Honor, can you hear us?
Your Honor? Your Honor,
He
you
froze
okay?
Mr. Johnson, so give us a second here.
The Green River Killer. That's right.
While they get their crap together, we'll go over to Genesee and see what's up here. This old codger.
It's not numbered on file, but if that's what you're saying, is an officer of the court.
Did somebody poop themselves on the floor?
Yes.
Damn cat.
A double shot right in the middle there.
Double shot.
That was a good judge frame. By the way, he's all by himself now.
Yeah. She locked up so bad he's alone.
Thinking about, do I have time to go smoke another cigarette or not?
No.
He thinks he's got time to leave the county, I'm pretty sure.
This guy looks disgruntled and mad, doesn't he?
A little bit, but only off the record.
For the important stuff.
Huh. That's for your overhead projectors. You know, boombox.
That's right.
Oscillating fan.
FYI, we're going to hang out for a little bit more here. Creed's got a little bit of EA to do. Mikey's got to go get a new Netscape disc. Is that what we're talking about? Netscape. What was the other one? It looks like it's better though.
I'm gonna unplug everything. Like everything that has internet on it's getting unplugged.
And I've got cold McDonald's to eat.
Creed's heating it up.
No, it's a quarter pounder with cheese. They're fine cold.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There are certain burgers I don't mind, like a double from Wendy's. Those tiny little doubles are fine. Yes, Earthling. That's it. That's what we're talking about.
I'm trying to waiting over here, so I'm jumping to something else. We got more people coming in, but no judge.
Yeah, that was a big judge frame.
She is still not back.
All right, thank you, Attorney Skinner. Let's see, Miss Davis, your attorney just stated that he believes it is your intention today to plead no contest to disorderly person, with the understanding that the court will take that under a statute 771.1.
You've got mail.
That
Nope, hold on, I got mail.
Probation, as long as you do everything that's asked of you, you can come back and withdraw your plea, and the matter will likely be dismissed. Is that what you want to do? All right, raise your right hand for me.
I'm gonna pull a Creed and say, there's nothing on this computer. This is all I use it for.
I also have here in file a signed advice of rights and plea information form. You sign this form? You put your hand up. And you know and you understand all of your rights today, correct? Knowing and understanding all of your rights, knowing and understanding the amended charge and the maximum possible penalty for that.
Hey!
You wish to plead to the charge of disorderly person. No contest,
No, disorderly person.
Skinner, what's the reason for no contest?
Civil liability involved property.
Accept that, Ms. Davis. So I do need to know, has anyone threatened you to get you to enter a plea today?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what we just talked about? No. I understand you and Attorney Skinner have talked about this matter, but in the end, are you telling me it's your choice to enter a plea?
Yes.
Attorney
She's
Skinner,
as thick as the podium, as they say, Dave.
probable cause that was submitted with the complaint and warrant. May I use that for the factual basis?
It is. That's why we've got a members only, Pike.
Yes.
Fire that up and watch it. We just watch the beginnings of it. Here and there.
Statement in support of probable cause.
Just the first 3 minutes.
With the warrant and complaint submitted by Detective Sabrin, states that on June 28th, 2022, officers were dispatched to Kings Lane Apartments.
That's it.
Officers spoke with
Ooh, is that as thick as a cold bowl of grits?
the apartment complex, stated that his ex-girlfriend, the defendant standing here today, Crystal Davis, had already left.
Dave's not here.
That Ms. Davis was in her bedroom collecting her belongings.
Bedroom. Go on.
Davis had started collecting items
I like this guy.
Ellis had stated he bought and owned, including a PlayStation 4 and a projector.
Counting money.
Is he going through receipts or counting money?
Davis had the projector in her hands. Ellis grabbed the projector.
He's letting her know if she wants to get off.
Ellis stated Davis
He can
jumped
help.
onto his back, wrapped her arms around his neck and
Every
shoulder.
time. My dad told me it would.
A disorderly person, I believe. Attorney Skinner, do you agree?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I'll accept the plea as I do believe the plea was given knowingly and voluntarily today, and I also believe there is a sufficient factual basis held within the statement in support of probable cause which will be
10 years.
into the file as such. And
Like-
let's see, we can. Hold on one moment.
Glenn, we,
Disorderly, we can move forward with the 771 order.
we drive by the remnants of Jimmy and Tammy's amusement park right down the road, including like a 16-story building that was never finished. It still sits there.
The water park's still there too.
No, it's apartments. There's some remnants though of it.
Authorized contact.
And the downtown Disney area is, you can still walk in there. It looks like you're going down through Main Street, but inside it's very reminiscent though.
All right. Ms. Davis, is there anything that you would like to say today?
It's a good question.
Right. Well, the court will take a plea under 771, which means we're going to enter a probationary order.
You going to jail, girl?
Ms. Davis, I'm going to place you on a term of 90 days probation, and it's going to be unsupervised probation, which means that you
Easy.
are still going to be on probation.
That's it?
Make sure you're following the orders of the court. However, you don't need to check in with the probation officer. You understand?
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
2 for Tuesday
And remember
today.
not to use any alcohol, any recreational marijuana, or any illegal controlled substance.
All right, she's got 90 days. Mike, you mind if we cut it there so Creed can do his? He better get ready.
Absolutely, Creed. Hopefully, everybody will be back here to join us for 2 for Tuesday.
Which one is that, Jay? I think I've seen a video of that. Is that the one that's a big glass building? Glass.
The I-4 eyesore.
Oh, the Majesty Building. I have seen videos on that. Yeah. Have you ever seen it, Mikey?
No. If I have, I didn't know what I was looking at. The old I-4 eyesore coming in hot.
I've never seen it myself, but I've seen it in videos.
I may have seen that. It just sits there unfinished.
There's an interesting story behind that.
I bet there is. We'll have to start. Look, here's my idea, Creed. We start a channel where we talk about amusement parks that closed down, buildings that didn't get finished, that kind of thing. And we call it Creedence and Bishop Talk About Old Stuff.
Perfect.
All right. If you guys like that idea, make sure you go ahead. This is beautiful. That's good. That's good. Make sure you go ahead and like this video. Make sure you, when we're not around, watch some of our older stuff. It's educational as well as preparative. You can get all the inside jokes and be ready to go. Just like us right now. No ties to the community. We're out of here.
That's right. Let's see you at 4:05. Terminator. We'll get to the new hottie there, Judge. I got her to sub to it.
I like the thought of that. Until next time, everybody. Ooh, mama.
Today really was a beautiful day. Niners got a mustache. I mean, come on.
And the way he was talking, he grew hair in places other than his lip.
He said that to us in secret.
Private chat.